Today's fight preview is with Patrick Brady. Patrick is going to be defending his heavyweight title at Art of War 18 against Gavin Nickel on Saturday, May 22nd. Patrick, thanks for joining us today. I know you're on your lunch break, and you got a brand new baby at home, just a few days old. So how's life?
John, how you doing? Uh, Life is great, man. I couldn't. Sorry, my other line's beeping in there. I have nothing to complain about today, man. Everything is all good. Um, Life's great, man. Honestly, I have nothing to complain about today. So
I
all is
love it.
well.
I love
Yeah,
that. I love that. And I imagine that since this isn't your first child, it's kind of something that uh you knew a little bit of what to expect, the sleepless nights and the baby getting up and things like
yeah,
that. But it might
yeah.
be the first time that it's, a week from fight night. So has that messed with your your training schedule at all?
Yeah, man. To answer your question, yeah, it has. To be honest with you, so I was in the hospital. So my wife was induced, right? We went in Thursday night. It took 2 days for her to go actually into labor. So I was in a hospital room for 2 days, and then they keep you for 2 days. So it was like, I don't know, maybe we went in Thursday. My days kind of ran together there for a little bit. Maybe we went in early Thursday. And then, so I was in a hospital room for 4 days straight. And like, you couldn't leave.
Mhm.
You, like, I wasn't allowed in and out of the room. They have COVID precautions and stuff like that. So, like, I was like a caged lion, man. But like, it's funny. I was talking to the guys at the gym last night. I had my first practice in uh since last Tuesday. Um, because I can't train every day, man. I only train 3 days a week. It's all I can do. Um, so I hadn't been in the gym since last Tuesday, and last night was my first night back. And like, dude, I felt it right away. Like I felt every minute of tired from sitting in a hospital room for 4 days, dude. And like, they got like this little ass couch seat that like pulls out to a couch.
Mhm.
And I did not fit on that thing. And it was brutal, man. It was brutal. Like, so yeah, to answer your question, yes, it has taken a toll on me. Like, I was tired as hell last night. We did a circuit, and so like, you know, Chris holds the pads for me for my circuit, and then I had to hold the pads for him for his circuit, which is, obviously 5 minute rounds. And like typically I'm okay to do that. And man, I was gassed. I was gassed. So hopefully that doesn't show through uh on Saturday night. But hey, look, man, it's is what it is, man. I'm out there and I'm trying to do my thing, and that's all I can really do.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta ask, with you feeling like that in the hospital room, was there any point in time where a nurse like walked in and checked vitals and you're in there shadow boxing or throwing kicks or
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, there was. So dude, I have this thing where like I don't wear a shirt unless I have to. So like I'm in the hospital room shirtless, and at one point I took them there was like this medicine ball there. I like wedged it in like this closet, this like 12-inch wide closet, and I wedged it into the door. So I was doing some head movement, some combinations on that, and like just trying to get some rounds in. But like, I didn't want to upset her too much, and she was kind of being conscious of like the people in the rooms next to us. So like I really didn't get enough of that in as much as I would have or what I would have liked to. Um, because of how these women, they just want to ruin everything sometimes.
I'll let her.
Yeah, she was like, "You can't make that much noise. You're making too much noise." People were like, you know, giving birth and stuff in the room next door. So yeah, but I got some push-ups in, I got some sit-ups in. I put the towels down on the floor and stuff, and I did what I could, man, but it wasn't the same.
Yeah, for sure. Now you got, you're fighting Gavin in a couple days now. It's only a couple days away. And I know when we were talking offline, texting and whatnot, you said you and him have a little bit of history. Do you have some history with Gavin Nickel?
No, I don't know that I do. No, I don't have any history with Gavin. Um, I have a history with another ex heavyweight that I want to fight.
Maybe that's what it was. Okay.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
no, I've been trying to fight Flash for like, I don't know, since the day I started getting into MMA. And the stars never aligned. And,
That's
he
right.
says he's not ducking me, but whatever.
Uh,
There was supposed to be like this heavyweight tournament situation, and there was like 6 guys, and there was going to be an elimination, and so, but it ended up being he was fighting Jesse Stokes, and I was fighting Mike Evans, and then the winners of those 2 fights were going to fight, and for the belt. But then it ended up being Mike just made the championship fight between him and Jesse,
mhm.
and Flash beat Jesse. And then when it came time to fight me after I beat Evans, he dropped down to 205 and fought Aaron Nobles when he was supposed to fight me.
Mhm.
But whatever. And then like he moved away, and he moved down to Florida. I mean, Flash is a nice guy. I'm not saying anything bad about him as a person, because he's a father and he's a good dude, and he's actually the one who got me into MMA. He did a boxing match where he was on the same card as me,
Mhm.
and he was talking about MMA, and I probed him about it, and he put me in contact with Bickings.
Mhm.
So I actually got into this as a result of Flash. And then I wanted to fight him, and it never happened. And I've been trying to get him to come up from Florida to fight me ever since he moved down there. But I understand it. It's a lot. He lives down there now. He's all set up with kids and everything down there. But I'd love to fight him to come up here and fight, because he was the champion,
Mhm.
and then I am the champion. And even though he's never defended it, and you're not a true champion until you defend your title. That's kind of where I stand with him. But that whole history, I think what you're getting is with me and him.
Now,
But no, Gavin's a good dude. Another, he's a father. I got respect for anyone who shows up and is accountable as a father, and I know he is that. And, I got respect for Gavin. I said this before in past interviews. He's willing to get in the cage with me,
Mhm.
and I got respect for anyone willing to get in the cage in general, especially with me. Um, so no, I got no problems with Gavin. He's good in my eyes.
And Gavin, I've seen a couple of his fights, and dude comes out to bang, right? He wants to
No,
throw
he's gonna
hands.
come out throwing
He's
for
coming
sure.
out
Yeah.
throwing, and um, how do you see this fight going with him? You were talking about your gas tank a little bit earlier, but on fight night that might
Yeah.
not be an issue at all. Or do you see
Yeah.
it getting out of the first round? Do you see it, you guys banging and throwing down in that first round, and then
I
getting
mean, yeah,
second?
we're gonna bang. We're gonna throw hands. We're 2 heavyweights who like to throw, and yeah, we're definitely gonna throw hands. I'm gonna get hit. He's gonna get hit, and it's gonna be a fight, man. I mean, that's why this sport's exciting. Like, people get hit. They're small gloves, and anything can happen. You get caught, and it's lights out, especially with the heavyweight division. Like, that's just a part of the game. Heavyweights, it doesn't take much, man. Um, it's something I've been working on. You know, the more I progress in this sport, the better I get. And one of my problems before is I'm trying to throw big punches from too far away.
Mhm.
I was picking up my back foot, and I was, it was really like, I look back at it now, I'm just like, oh, it's not a very good look. Um, I'm comfortable in the cage. That's where I like to be. And I'm sure he knows that's coming. So uh, my game plan is always to use my best attributes. And it's no secret Gavin Nickel knows he's going to get pressed. It's not a secret. Anybody who fights me knows they're going to get pressed. Um, so we had to see how he is defending a takedown and how he is up with his back up against the cage. And um, we'll see how this fight plays out. I mean, look, that's why there's a fight.
Mhm.
You got to fight. So
And last we spoke on our last interview, you had just started working with the guys over at Martinez,
yeah,
and you were really excited about working with Chris, and he's one of the top heavyweights in the world. Now, a
yeah.
couple months later, we're sitting down having this interview right before your fight. Is it safe to say that working with him and working with the guys over at Martinez, we're going to see not necessarily a new Patrick Brady, but a level up, an evolved Patrick Brady?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I definitely feel like I've made progression with my ability to be a rounded MMA fighter. Um, my striking has gotten better. It's not where I think it needs to be necessarily to go pro.
Mhm.
But that's been discussed more and more as to when that step's going to be made. I want to make that step. I was at a point in my life where I didn't think I wanted to make that step, but it's something that I want to do now, and I don't want to walk away from this sport knowing that I did not do that. So
Mhm.
that's something I definitely is on the itinerary now, and it's where I'm at now is where is best suited for me to do that. I'm not knocking any other schools or what they do, but for me, Martinez is the best school for me. Um, I mean, Chris is number 10, and he's got a big fight coming up. It will be announced. It is a top 10 guy. Um, he's fighting someone ranked in front of him. So, I mean, what does that tell you? So he's ranked number 10. Um, that's a big fight. I mean, any two top 10 guys fighting in the UFC at the highest level is a big fight. So that'll be announced soon, and I'm in there with him. So you know, uh, I don't know that it's going to get any better in this area for a heavyweight.
Mhm.
I don't know that it is. I don't know the person, name them, but I don't think there's a top 10 heavyweight in the Northeast region right now. Maybe I don't know,
Mhm.
but that's where I'm at. So that's where I want to be.
Awesome, man. We're excited to see, how far your game has really come over the past, however long it's been since you and Ian fought. Excited for the fight on the 22nd. I'm hoping that somebody either Facebook Lives it or Bicking has a stream or something that I can watch
Yeah.
it. Before,
Yeah, I mean, what we want to see is we want to see me win,
Mhm.
and we want to see Ian win,
Ian, yep.
and then we want to see that rematch. Now we're not taking anything from our opponents. Gavin Nickel and Raiden Color, Ian's opponent, are both showing up,
Mhm.
and they're not pushovers. So they both have uh more fights. Well, I think Raiden's 3-0, so Raiden's got the least amount of fights between the four of us, but I mean, that dude's like 6'6", I think. And he's
He's a
like
big boy, yeah.
260, 6'6". So like he's not gonna come like he's not an easy win, like
Yeah.
by any stretch of the means. Like, so Ian's got his hands full, but dude, I mean, like Ian's tough as nails. Ian's a great kid too, man. Like I thoroughly enjoy any time I've spent with him. And you've interviewed him before. He's a good dude. Like, he's just a good kid. So he has a fight on his hands. I have a fight on my hands, and I would love nothing more than to run it back with Ian and 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 finish that off. You know what I mean? And then take another step in my career, maybe even do that Ian fight as a pro fight. I don't know. I wouldn't be opposed to that, fighting him as my first pro fight and Ian's first pro fight. I mean, how awesome would that be, right? So, um, we'll see, man. We'll see.
Awesome. We're looking forward to it. Good luck this weekend against Gavin. I can't wait to see, what you've been working on, what everybody else has been working on. It's an exciting time for MMA. So good luck on Saturday, and we'll see you on the other side.
Hey, John, thanks a lot, man. And hey, look, shout out to what you're doing, dude, with the MMA Tico and what you guys are doing with the fighters and the interviews. And dude, it's awesome what you guys are doing. I gotta tell you that I don't know that anything like it exists. And I'm humbled that that you guys have included me in on this, and I'm glad to be a part of it, man. And uh, the product is great. I mean, the shirts that you guys are putting out, it's a great shirt. So thanks for that.
Awesome, Patrick. We appreciate that a lot, and we got your back.
All right, bro. See you, man.
Awesome. Thank you.
Later.
All right, later.